Gary Stothard here, weekly swing tip time. So today we're going to talk about posture. Absolutely essential is posture. It really sets the foundation to a good swing. Remaining in balance throughout your swing, trying to get the correct swing path is down to posture, and getting a good strike is all down to posture. It's something that I think a lot of people don't really take it for granted enough, and they kind of get over the ball where they think they're in good posture and they end up either sitting too much back or leaning too far forward, too straight, over, stooping. It's absolutely essential really as a posture in the golf swing, and how it sort of controls the strike. So we'll give you a few ideas on how to get good posture and some tips to give it a try. Okay, let's get stuck in. Okay, so what I want you to try and do to get a good posture is try and use a wall. And if you can, put your hands on your hips like that, and then try and feel both your shoulder blades touching the wall, the small of the back really touching the wall, and then try to look at head height in the distance and try to focus on that point over there, and then try to just keep your chest spread and shuffle forwards like that. So keep looking ahead at the same height, hands on the hips there, straighten everything up. Then from that position, I want you to tilt, just using your hips only, but keep maintaining looking at head height in the distance. So we're going to tilt to almost feel like a 45-degree angle. And when I'm tilting, I'm feeling like I'm pushing my bottom out of the back, my legs remain straight, I keep looking ahead, and then from there, just soften the knees. Then have a glance down and let your arms just hang into position. That is the position where you should hit your shots from. And I feel like my weight is pushing slightly forward, so it's onto the balls of the feet. So it's trying to feel that nice straight position first of all. I like using the wall because it really opens the chest up, so you can feel both your back, your lower part of the back, really feeling the wall. Hands on hips, very good as well. So hands on hips opens that chest up. So nice and straight there. Keep looking ahead in the distance. Tilt, keep the legs straight, soften the knees, then let the arms hang down. And then try and feel like the weight is over the balls of the feet. That is really key. Not into the heels, not into the toes, balls of the feet. Then throughout the swing, we're going to try and keep the weight on the balls of the feet all the way through the swing. We don't want to feel like it's tipping forwards or backwards anyway, whereas we're going to fall out of posture. So that's how we get the posture. Okay, the other posture drill is where we pop the club horizontal to the ground there. There we go. And again, trying to feel like we're going to tilt just using the hips only. So we're going to keep looking ahead, tilt using the hips only, lower down, lower down, lower down until the club hits the floor, legs remain nice and straight, and then just soften the knees. Then we'll try it again. So from there, trying to reach out, try and keep this gap here from the butt of the club to the tummy the same, and really just tilt into position. You can see the bottom pushing out at the back, bottom pushing out, legs stay straight. That's it. The hamstrings just slightly pulling now, so just soften the knees. Very common is sitting. When you sit down there, it almost looks like you sat on a bar stool. And then the problem is then all the weight's in the heels, and then you will not be able to transfer weight from there. So we see this a lot of the time. People get into actually really good position, then they sit back. And then you can see there, it just looks like all my weight's just into my heels. I won't be able to get through the ball from there. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do 3 swings, trying to show you the data and the strike location of when the posture changes, and to show you how important it is. So first one, I'll stand really vertical, so nice and upright. So almost too upright with the top half of the body, and then I'm just going to react to it. I'm not going to change my swing, I'm just going to try and react to that position. So it felt thin, it's gone a little bit left, felt quite shallow. So let's have a look at the data. Okay, so there we go. So that was the first one. So it's gone a little bit into out. It's maybe closed the face down a little bit too much there. It did feel thin, so you can see the strike, it's actually towards the neck, and it's a little bit low in the face as well. And look at the angle of attack there, it's quite shallow.
So not great really from that posture being too vertical.
Okay, next one, so we're going to stoop over. So we're going to go over it too much, and then just same again, I'm just going to react to how that feels. Straight away I felt like I could pick the club up more. Felt a little bit heavy as well. Let's have a look at the data.
Look at that, amazing what it's done. So the path's changed from in to out to in. Got a little bit more steeper with the angle of attack. But look at the strike. It's gone massively from heel to toe. I mean, that's a massive shift in strike location, all down to posture.
Okay, so last one. We all know what we're going to do now. We're going to stand to it properly. So good posture. There we go. Feeling like the weight's on the balls of the feet. And let's see where we strike this one. Felt better. Okay, let's have a look at the data.
Look at that, how everything's a lot more solid. So path, really good. Face delivery, really good. Angle of attack, good. And look at strike location. Absolute massive difference between the three locations of the strike, all because of posture.
So lastly, the other key thing to posture, we touched on it earlier, is about the weight transfer through. If you've got bad posture, there's absolutely no chance you're going to get through the ball. And how many times have you hit shots where you feel like you're on the back foot? You know, it happens all the time. So really good athletic posture, weight in the right place where you're feeling like you're on the balls of the feet, you know, and really trying to feel like you're going to push through the shot. If your weight's in your heels, as you're coming into impact, you'll just topple backwards there, which means you're falling out of the shot and your weight's actually not going laterally and forwards towards the target. So really make sure you can feel the weight on the balls of the feet. If you can't feel the weight through the balls of the feet, you know, a simple drill, just pop a club on the floor and just put the ball, you know, the feet on top of it so you can feel the balls of the feet through the shaft on the floor, and then just make swings, just trying to really keep that weight and that pressure in the same place. You'll soon know if you've toppled because you'll just bring it up and then you won't be able to feel the shaft of the golf club pushing through the balls of the feet. So just standing on the golf shaft there, make your backswing, feel like you're on the balls of the feet, through impact, feel like balls are through it, and then into the follow through. Try not to feel like you're toppling in and out of posture. It's absolutely essential is good posture. You know, it's one of the key things. When you watch the pros on the telly, one thing you'll notice all the time is how well they stand over that ball. Perfect posture leads to good strikes, good path, and good weight transfer. Okay, give these tips a try, and then we'll speak to you soon. Thank you.